In Part 3, we talked about the lives of everyday people in ancient northeastern China. Now let's focus on the war Mulan fought in, using maps to keep track of the conflict over the years. To start with, the rise of Mulan's nomadic tribe is briefly described in the book The Empire of the Steppes. There was one tribe, in Chinese called Toba, which increased in might and, by absorbing the rest, succeeded in establishing lasting dominion in northern China. This happened under a Toba chief who captured multiple cities and eventually came to be known as Emperor Dao Wu. In 386, the Toba established the Northern Wei Dynasty, based at Pingcheng, near modern Datong. 10 years into his reign, the emperor led his army against nearby tribes and captured cities in the years 396, 397, and 398. According to the book The Empire of the Steppes, he then adopted for his family the Chinese dynastic name Wei. With this new name, the clan eventually came to be known as the Northern Wei. In 409, the emperor was assassinated. His oldest son won the fight for control and became Emperor Mingyuan. In 420 AD, there were 6 countries in the north attacking each other. In 423, the new emperor did succeed in capturing at least one city from the northern Chinese. In the same year, the emperor died of mercury and arsenic poisoning, given to him as medicine by his own alchemists. His son Toba Tao took the throne and became Emperor Taiwu. Within a year, a confederation of tribes in Mongolia, known as the Raoren or Wanwan Khaganate, attacked across the Gobi Desert. The new emperor counterattacked, but, according to Wikipedia, they were repulsed. Emperor Taiwu followed these battles by attacking and conquering tribes in the south in 426 and 427. In 429, the Northern Wei launched a major offensive against the Raoren and killed a large number of people. This was the Northern Wei's second invasion of Mongolia, and would have been a good reason to draft men from every village into the army. This is when Mulan got involved. She was probably a teenage girl living in a nomadic tent or a small house in or near a Mongol town. As we know, Mulan left her family to take the place of her sick father. First, she camped somewhere along the Yellow River. Then she made her way to Black Mountain, which the China Highlights article points out is near the current village of Shahukao or Shahukaukun, about 60 miles west of Datong. She joined the army at a fortress along one of the earliest Great Walls, as shown here in yellow, northwest of Datong. How far did the army travel? The Frankel translation of the ballad mentions Mount Yen, which I was not able to find on a map. The China Highlights article discusses Mount Yanran, with the modern name Delgarhange Ul. A journey of at least 650 miles from where the army started, through the Gobi Desert and into Mongolia. We don't know how much time Mulan's army spent in Mongolia, but based on past expeditions, they are unlikely to have spent more than a year. According to Wikipedia, in 434, the Northern Wei entered a marriage alliance with the Raoren Khaganate, which would have brought temporary peace. In the film Mulan Rise of a Warrior, a wedding is arranged between a Raoren princess and one of the emperor's sons, but not until after the war. Meanwhile, the Northern Wei continued attacking their closer neighbors, capturing cities and provinces in 436 and 439. Because these attacks happened within 12 years of the second invasion of Mongolia, Mulan would have participated in these battles too. How did the Northern Wei succeed so well against their rivals? They achieved these victories because they were able to put massive cavalry forces into the field. By 440, the Toba had created the most powerful state in East Asia. These conquests completed the unification of the Northern Wei dynasty, south of the Gobi Desert and north of China. This ended the period of the 16 kingdoms. You may think Mulan is less sympathetic, knowing her kingdom was mostly on the attack and not just defending themselves. But keep in mind, wars have swept back and forth throughout human history, and the Northern Wei built their own short time of peace through their successes. They certainly fought hard for their victories, as did the tribes that fought against them. Following the unification of the North by Northern Wei, the Northern and Southern Dynasties era of Chinese history began. And so the emperor congratulated his generals and allowed Mulan to ride home to her family. I'd like to hope Mulan was able to live a peaceful, happy life after 12 years of hardship and warfare. Unfortunately, history shows that endless wars continued throughout Asia for many more centuries. And that's even before the great warlord Temujin began his epic conquests of Mongolia and China in the 1200s, under the name Genghis Khan. But let's go back to the 5th century. In Part 5, we'll conclude with a best guess at who Mulan really might have been and her legacy through the ages. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel for new videos every week or two, and see the description below for references to books, online resources, and films featured in this video.